Here is the Year 8 Term 2 Maths revision tips. Okay, so we're going to go through a revision sheet and answer the questions, and you can follow along and practice the ones that you're struggling with. So probably do the test first and then check your answers and then see how you go. So first one, question 1, state the base and the power for the following. So the base is 4 and the power is 3. And for part B, the base is 6 and the power is 7. There we go. Base power, base power. Next one. Question 2. Evaluate, which just means to work it out. What's the answer? So the first one says 2 to the power of 3. That's 2 times 2 times 2. And that equals 8. The next one, 2 to the power of 0. Everything to the power of 0 is 1. Finish 18 to the power of 1, so it repeats just once, so it's 18. Negative 3 to the power of 2, it's in brackets, so it's negative 3 times negative 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And the negative is a positive, so it's just 9. Next one, negative 1 to the 4. So we do the 1 to the 4 first. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Okay, so that's 1. And it's negative. So therefore, the answer is negative 1. So remember, always do the powers before you do the sign, unless the sign's included in the brackets. Question 3. Express the following in index form. So we need to do a couple of things. First, we'll combine on the numbers. So 2 times 5, that's 10. And then the d times d, that's d squared. And then k times k times k, that's k to the power of 3. So that's question 3. Next one. So, what are the rules? Well, if you're multiplying, you can take a shortcut with the indices and add them together. So 8 plus 2 is 10, n to the 10. 2 to the 8 divided by 2 to the 4. So divide is where you subtract the powers as a shortcut. So 8 take away 4 is 4. So 2 to the 4. And then powers of powers, 6 to the 2 to the 8. Power to power, we multiply them together. 2 times 8 is 16. So there we go, 6 to the power of 16. Simplify the following. So that means just basically get the answer. So 2 times 3a is 6a. This one, we do the numbers first, so it's negative 2 times 4. Negative 2 times 4, well, 2 times 4 is 8. And it's negative, because there's a negative sign there. Then we've got that a there, times this a here, that's a squared. And then lastly, you got b sitting there, so it has to be included as well. B, that's the answer. Next one, e squared times e to the 1. So that's really got a 1 there, we don't see, so we add all, we're timesing, so we add all the powers together. So e is the base, and the powers are 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Next one. Got multiple different terms to deal with, so let's do the numbers first, as usual. 3 times 3 times 2, so 3 times 3 is 9, then times 2 is 18. Then v squared, oops, v squared, there we go, and v to the power of 8. So we multiply those two, the base is v, the powers, we add them together because we're multiplying, so 10, and then we've got our z's, z to the power of 4, z to the power of 5, So Z is the base, and 4 plus 5 is 9. Next. Okay, so we've got the brackets, everything inside has this power applied to it. So it's 2 to the power of 3, and I might just do it down here, out of the way, 2 times 2 times 2. That's 8. Okay, so 2 to the power of 3 is 8. A squared to the power of 3, 2 times 3 is 6, so A to the power of 6. B to the power of 4 to the power of 3, the base is B, 4 times 3, 12. Next. Okay, dividing. First the numbers, 25 divided by 5, that's 5. H to the 5 on H to the 2, 5 take 2 is 3, H to the 3. Then K to the 8 on K to the 3, K, 8 minus 3 is 5. Last one, we had to expand these brackets out, so we'll do that for these two as well. So 1 to the power of 3 is 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is actually 1. 8 to the 2 to the power of 3 is 8 to the 6. B to the power of 3 is just B to the power of 3. Times, let's do this one now. 4 to the power of 2, that's 4 times 4, which is 16, so 16. A to the 4 to the power of 2 is A to the 8. B to the 3 to the power of 2 is B to the 6. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do the numbers. 1 times 16 is 16. A to the 6 times A to the 8 is A to the 14. B to the 3 times B to the 6 is B to the 9. There we go. So there are the answers for question 5. Question 6. Write an expression for the following. B decreased by A. So you started with B, then you decreased it by A. 12 more than B. So that's B plus 12, or 12 plus B is fine. Product of A and B, so that's A times B. You could do B times A. The sum of B and C, comma, divided by 4. So first they want us to do the sum of B and C. And then after that's done, that's what the comma's saying, you then divide everything by 4. You could do this, B plus C, in brackets, divided by 4, is the same thing. One's using a fraction, one's using the divide sign. Question 7. So name the variable. X is the thing we don't know, that can be anything, so that's the variable. The coefficient, that's whatever's in front of the x, that's 4. And the constant, that's the last number here, so it's, well, we have to say negative 3. If it said plus 3, we could just say 3. Because it says negative 3, we need to include its negative sign. Find the answer when A is 3 and B is 2. So if A is 3, then 2 times A, which is 3, plus 7 times B, which is 2. So 2 times 3 is 6, 7 times 2 is 14, 6 plus 14 is 20. Okay, 4 times A was 3, take away 3 times B, B was 2, so 3 times 2, 4 times 3 is 12, take away 3 times 2 is 6. Remember, you have to do these multiplies together because they're more important than the subtraction, so they've got to be done first. And then 12 take away 6 is 6. Okay, negative 3 times A was 3, plus 2 times B, and B was 2. Might just move this out of my way. So again, must do the multiplications first. Negative 3 times 3 Well, 3 times 3 is 9, and there's a negative sign, plus 2 times 2 is 4. So negative 9 plus 4, so if we lost $9, win $4. If you lost 9 but win 4, it's like you've lost $5. So that would be, losing $5 is minus 5. So that's our answer. Last one, negative bracket negative 4 times B, which was 2, plus minus 2 times A, which is 3, but squared. So let's do all our multiplies and stuff first. Negative 4 times 2, well 4 times 2 is 8, and there's a negative sign there, so that has to be included. Plus and minus, they actually just become minus. If you got a plus and a minus together, it's actually minus. Okay, 2 times, now 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay, nearly finished. So negative negative 8, 2 negatives make a positive. Take away, we've got to do the times first. 2 times 9 is 18. So it's plus 8 minus 18, so we won $8, we lost $18, so that means we're down by $10. That's the answer. Number 9. The fee for paying electricity bill late depends on the expression D equals 2m squared, where D is the number of dollars and m is the number of months. What is the fine if you pay your bill 3 months late? What about if you are a year overdue? So, what are the key words? So it's the fee for paying your electricity bill late depends on this, where D is the dollars and M is the months. Okay, so the fee for a late electricity bill depends on this expression. D is the dollars, M is the months. So the dollars is 2 times the month squared. What is the fine if you pay your bill 3 months late? So we could say that M equals 3. So if we say that D equals 2 times M's 3, 3 squared, that's 2 times 9, which is 18. So you get an $18 penalty fee for paying late. What about if you're a year overdue? So a year, that's the key word. So if it's a year, M must be 12 months. So D equals 2 times 12 squared, because 2m squared. 2 times 12 squared is 144. So that's $288. That's a bit of a silly question. The electricity company's not going to keep your electricity on if you've paid a year late. They're going to cut you off. Simplify by combining like terms. So we're adding and subtracting, so the terms must have the same base and the same power for us to add them. 6a take 2a. That's going to be 4a. 3a squared plus 12 plus 2a squared minus 9. So 3a squared plus 2a squared, that's 5a squareds. And then plus 12 minus 9 is plus 3. Next, so we've got 12 ABs here. We take away 9 ABs and then add 1 AB. So you had 12 ABs, you took away 9 ABs, that's 3 ABs left, plus an AB, that's going to take you back up to 4 ABs. Notice how you don't actually do anything with the A and B. It doesn't become AB there, so it's A squared or B squared or something weird like that. All you got to remember is, once you've got the same base, you just deal with the numbers and keep the base what it was. So see how it's AB here in the question, it's AB in the answer. Same with this one, it was A squared in the question, so it's A squared in the answer. Let's keep going. So plus 3F and minus 4AF. So you won 3 AFs, then you lost 4 AFs, so it's like losing 1 AF. Use the distributive law to expand the following. So, let's do it. So, first, it always means times when you've got a number then a bracket. So that's times here. So we've got 3 times A, that's 3A. And then 3 times positive 2 is plus 6. Next, P times P. P times P, that's P squared. P times 2, that's 2P, and there's a minus sign, so P times minus 2 is minus 2P. Next, 4D times 2C, so 4 times 2 is 8, and then D times C is just DC. So 4D times D, that's 4, and then D times D is D squared, and there's a minus sign because it's 4D times minus D, it's going to be minus. Next, negative 2A times 2B, so it's minus 2 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and there's a minus sign, so that's included. A times B is AB. Minus 2A times minus 4, so let's just do 2 times 4, that's 8, and then don't forget the A, and then because it's minus 2A times minus 4, the minus minus actually becomes a plus. Minus 3A squared B times 2B, so the numbers, 3 times 2 is 6, A squared, B times B is B squared. Because it was minus 3A squared B times 2B, it's a minus 3 times 2, so you need the minus sign. Now, minus 3A squared B times minus 4A, so 3 times 4 is 12. A squared times A is A to the power of 3, and then don't forget your B. And then because it's minus 3 times minus 4, that's plus 12. Last one, F. So first we've got to do the power. Before it's 3 times this whole bracket, but we've got to get the bracket sorted out first. So it's 3 times 2AB squared. So that's the same as 3 times 2 squared is 4, A squared is A squared, and B squared is B squared. And then we can just do 3 times 4 is 12, A squared, B squared. So all we did at the end was just combine the two numbers together, and then we added on our A squared, B squared. So that's their answer there. Expand and simplify. So expand it first and see if we can, collect any like terms together. So 4 times 3A, that's 12A. 4 times 4, that's 16. And it's 4 times plus 4, so it's plus 16. And then we've finished with that now. And then we've got minus 8 on the end. So then we can go, okay, we've got 12A, and then 16 take 8 is 8. That's the answer. This one. So first of all, it's 2B plus, and now let's expand these out. 3B times 4B, that's 12B squared. 3B times 8, that's 24B. But it's plus 3 times minus 8, a plus and a minus makes a minus. And then, so we've dealt with that now, it's finished. And then we've got minus 4b squared still sitting there. Sorry, that looks bad. That's a 4, isn't it? So then we can start to go, okay, 2b here, take away 24b, so you won 2b and then you lost 24b, so that's like losing 22b. And then we had plus 12b squared, take away 4b squared, so you won 12b squared but you lost 4b squared, so that means you've won 8b squared overall. And that's the answer for that one. Factorizing. Okay, so find the highest common factor. So we've got 4, so the factors of 4 are 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. The factors of 12 is 1 times 12, 2 times 6 and 3 times 4. Okay, so what's the highest number common to both 4 and 12? 4. So then we whack that out the front, open our brackets. How do we fill them in? 4 times something gives 4k, so that's k. Check it, 4 times k, 4k. 4 times something gives you plus 12, so that'll be 3, and it's plus, so 4 times 3 is 12. That one's done. Next, what's common for these? It's not a number common this time, it's a letter. So p is common to both of them. There's a p there and a p there. So then open your brackets. P times something gives p squared. So that's p. P times p is p squared. Then p times something gives 3p. So that's going to be 3. P times 3 is 3p. We've got to make sure it's minus there. This one, we've got a number, two numbers, 6 and 8. So we've got 1 times 6 and 2 times 3, the factors of 6, and then 1 times 8 and 1 times 8 and 2 times 4, the factors of 8. So it looks like 2 is the highest common factor to both 6 and 8. So that can go out the front of our brackets. But also you'll see that A is common to both 6a and negative 8ab, so put an a at the front as well. Now 2a times what gives 6a? That's 3. 2a times what gives 8ab? That's 4b. Just double check it. 2 times 4 is 8. A times b is ab. Remember your minus sign. Finished. Oops, lost one there. Oops, okay. Sorry about that. So question 14. On my last birthday I weighed 81 kilograms, so that's important. 1 year later I've put on X kilograms. Right, the expression, okay, 81 plus X. Because put on, so that's increasing, isn't it? If X is 8, find my weight at the end of the year. 81 plus X, which was 8, that's 89 kilograms. Part B. Jane and her 3 college friends are going to be sharing the cost of a 3-bedroom apartment. The cost of rent is N dollars. What expression can you write that will tell you what Jane's share is? Okay, so there's 3 friends and the rent is N dollars. So assuming they're going to divide it evenly, it's just N divided by 3. How much does Jane pay if N equals 240? Okay, well if N's 240, N divided by 3 becomes 240 over 3, which is $80 for Jane. Part C, if you multiply the square of a number, N, so N squared, multiply the square of a number N, yep, by 6, so multiply by 6, and then added 3 to the product, the sum equals 57. There we go, that's finished. You could also do it if it's N squared times 6, we'd normally probably write it like this, 6N squared plus 3 equals 57, but both responses are totally correct. Next, a swimming pool has a width of X, so let's start drawing it because it's a pool. Width of X plus 5, so that part is X plus 5, and a length of 3 times x, that's 3x. Okay, so the width is x plus 5, so it's x plus 5 over here as well. And the length is 3x, so there's a length 3x over here. Write expression for the perimeter, so to be x plus 5 plus 3x plus x plus 5 plus 3x. Just move over a bit. And that can actually simplify because we can go, there's an x there, plus 3x, that's 4x so far, plus another x, that's 5x, plus 3 more x, that's 8x. And then plus 5, plus another 5, that's plus 10. Okay, that's perimeter. Write excuse me, write an expression for the area. So area equals the length times the width. So the length was 3x times the width, which was x plus 5. Now you've got to be careful. It's the whole length times the whole width. Since the width is x plus 5, it's got to be written like that. Okay, so it's the length, so it's 3x times all of x plus 5. Now find the area if x equals 4. Okay, so if x is 4, it's 3x, so which is 3 times 4, times x is 4, so 4 plus 5. So that's 3 times 4 is 12, times 4 plus 5 is 9. 12 times 9, that's 108. And because it's in meters, we've got meters, length is meters, width is meters, so meters times meters is, of course, meters squared. Okay. Next one. So this one, you've got to prove this statement, so let's do it. So one way you could do it is, see how all the bases are 2's? So we need to make sure everything's got the same base, so we could do 2 to the 4 times 2 to the 2 over, now watch this little trick, 4 is actually the same as 2 squared. So we could say, instead of 4 here, we could replace that with 2 squared. So now it's 4 squared. Okay, see that? So 4 squared is the same as 2 squared, squared, times 1 over 2 squared equals 1. Okay, so let's keep going. 2 to the 4 times 2 to the 2 is 2 to the 6. 2 to the 2 to the 2 is 2 to the 4. Keep going. I might just move this out of the way, give myself more room. Okay, so then we can do the fractions. 2 to the 6 times 1 is 2 to the 6. On the bottom, 2 to the 4 times 2 to the 2 is 2 to the 6. And 2 to the 6 over 2 to the 6, that's the same number of itself, which is 1. So that's actually correct. So we did prove that this initial expression is actually true. And that's it.